Miss Connell. Can you tell me 5 facts about ADHD or dyslexia? Didn't think so. My whole project idea is to help kids with ADHD and dyslexia. And the only way I could think of doing this was to find strategies and offer them to the teachers that make any kid succeed or fail, the teachers that jumpstart any kid's life. My whole project idea revolves around the idea that I can improve just one kid's life. One kid who is having problems reading or writing or even doing the simplest of math problems. First of all, what is dyslexia? Dyslexia is an advanced brain disorder. Dyslexia is the cause of brain cells not responding to each other. This is not a random occurrence. It's genetic, and it can hurt a person's whole life. People with dyslexia end up mixing up their words. Like when I was 5, I had to do this project on volcanoes, and I kept on mixing the word with tornado. So when it was time to present my project, I messed it up completely, and it was bad. Dyslexia plays with your mind, and that's not always a bad thing. It makes you think outside of the box. That's great for math, where you have to solve very hard problems and think outside of the box to find them. But for language arts, that's difficult. You have strict rules, strict confining rules. And dyslexia and ADHD. ADHD is a brain problem that scientists have just recently started opening the door to. Doctors and researchers still aren't exactly sure why it happens, but it happens. ADHD is an attentive disorder, meaning kids will lose focus or fidget or lean back in their chair, anything to get moving. That means it's harder for the teachers to teach, and I know that I constantly get told to stop leaning back in my chair. Me and my family have this little joke about my sister. ADH squirrel? This is significant because my sister will be talking about one thing, 1 second, and the next second she'll be talking about how rainbows are beautiful or something. To more deeply understand ADHD and dyslexia, I came up with the idea to tutor a 5th grader with both of these specialties. I worked with this kid for about a month, and I learned a lot more than I thought I would. I learned strategies to help the child cope and the teacher teach. I think my biggest success in this project was my research report. My class and I had to do a research on our project for a month, and at the end of this period, we were supposed to write this ginormous essay. Although this was the hardest part of my whole entire project, I think it was the most rewarding. I wrote 13 pages. 13 whole pages of pure information. Even I was baffled at what I had done. I think the biggest challenge of my project was trying to deal with the fact that it wasn't a total success. I mean, I helped one kid, but I didn't change his life forever. I also plan to help more than one kid. I plan to help the whole population of kids with ADHD and dyslexia. I think my hopes were a little bit too high. Although my project wasn't the huge success I wanted to be, I still wouldn't call it a complete failure. I was able to do everything I set out to do, just not on the biggest scale that I wanted it to be in. I learned a lot on my family's heritage and my family's disorders. My mom, my sister, all have these disorders. As you can tell, this is a big part of my life. And throughout this whole project, I think I've been helping myself more than anyone else. Thank you for your time.